Welcome back, everyone, to the last part of my tour of three of Southern Nevada's ghost towns. Unlike goldfield or rhyolite, Tonopah's fortunes were built on another precious metal, silver. The story goes that in 1900, a prospector by the name of Jim Butler went looking for a lost burro of his, and when he found it, picked up a rock to throw at him to wake the sleeping fella. Well, it turns out that rock was some silver ore, and the burro had found a large silver ore reserve. Soon, wealthy and powerful individuals came to the town to stake their claim. Men like George Wingfield invested heavily into the town. By the time he moved to Goldfield, Wingfield was worth an estimated $30 million at the time. Lawman Wyatt Earp was also an early resident of the town and is said to have opened the Mizpah Saloon, although this is not confirmed. Legend also says that boxing champion Jack Dempsey was a bouncer at the same saloon. The Mizpah Hotel now stands where the saloon once was. Built in 1907 by George Wingfield, it once held the title for the tallest building in Nevada, along with its sister hotel across the street, the BELVADA. The hotel had actually been closed down since 1999, but reopened in 2011 after Fred and Nancy Klein of Klein Cellars Vineyards in Sonoma, California, bought the property.
So we're in the old vault. Now it's converted into a little museum for the hotel. There's my little Native American friend there, standing guard.
So the room's not ready yet at the Mizpah Hotel, so I decided to grab a bite to eat and something to drink. Right down the street is the Tonopah Brewing Company. I pulled in, grabbed a Moe's IPA. I guess they brew everything here. I'm not sure. And a bratwurst. Beer and a brat. They go hand in hand. Looks delicious. Can't wait to dig in. Hopefully the room will be ready by the time I'm done. Alright, so this is our room, 308. We're on the third floor. So maybe we'll hear the sound of children's laughter this evening as we fall asleep. It's a small room. It's well appointed though. I mean, it's not bad. Bed looks comfortable. I love the old fixtures. You got a mountain view. Nice big TV. I'm guessing this is the closet here. Yep. Plenty of hangers. And then this is the bathroom. Check this out. I love the shower curtain that goes all the way around, very old school. And check out the tub. It's a clawfoot cast iron tub. I used to have one of these in my apartment in Seattle, which was even older than this building. Definitely looks dated, but clean. It smells all right. I had heard that it smelled like wet dog, but not so much in this room. What's cool too is they give you a newspaper called the Mizpah Review. Gives you a little information about the hotel, some of the attractions nearby. Kind of neat. This evening, the Jack Dempsey room opens at 5 for dinner. The bar opens at 4. So we are going to go step out for a little while. I'm going to visit the Clown Motel. I want to go check that out. I actually got some original paintings for them to look at. And then we're going to see if we have time to go up to the old mining district. Just up the hill from here. Here's Mr. Larson, U.S. Navy veteran, died in 1911 during a cave-in at the Liberty Mine. Wow. Thank you for your service, Mr. Larson. Rest in peace. So apparently some of these buried here died during the fire. There was a big fire in Tonopah. Let me see if I can find the year of it. Here's some veterans, more veterans. James Cahill died in 1902 from pneumonia. Wow. Elmer Dunlap, a Civil War veteran. Wow. Died of the plague in 1902. So let's go find some of those guys that died during... This is Veterans Row, it looks like. Thank you for your service, gentlemen. Here you go. Manuel Cardoza died during the Belmont Mine Fire, 1911. Mary Maud Walker. I'm sorry, little Mary, life became a burden. She died of a gunshot wound, 1906. So some very interesting stories out here at the Tonopah graveyard. Ellen was stabbed by her husband. She's from Rhyolite, with the miner's candle holder. Oh my God, some of these read like a horror novel. So they say that it is these spirits from this cemetery that actually haunt the Clown Motel behind me. I mean, being so adjacent, so close to the hotel, their spirits wander. I mean, a lot of these people died suddenly. From sickness, from violence, fire. So many, probably their spirits are very restless. And so right next door they visit the Clown Motel. I'm gonna go in there in a little bit. Fell off a rail car and was run over by a train. Blown up by dynamite. That is so interesting. This one takes the cake though. Old Winfield was kicked in the head by a mule. Rest in peace, Winfield. Should have left that mule alone. Now, I'm not going to say I believe in anything supernatural, but my camera just conked out there for a little while. Refused to show anything on the display. I swear there seemed like the battery died, but then it came right back on. So I don't mean any disrespect, people. All right, we're gonna head back. We're gonna head into the Clown Motel, talk to some people, some stories. I'm gonna see if I can sell those signed and certified Red Skelton paintings. I mean, a Clown Motel, no other famous clown than Red Skelton himself. So we'll see what happens. All right, we're here at the famous Clown Motel in Tonopah. We just took a walk through their cemetery next door, the supposed source of their hauntings. I'm going to go talk to the people inside and see what this is all about.
Opened in 1985 by Leroy and Leona David, the motel was created to honor their late father, Clarence David, and for a place for its collection of over 150 clown statues and memorabilia. Mr. David is also buried in the cemetery next door. Since then, the ownership of the motel has changed hands a few times. In 2019, the motel was purchased by Vijay Moher, who still owns the property. The motel now currently has over 4,000 clown-related items and memorabilia. Considered by many to be one of the scariest and most haunted hotels in America, This reputation really took off when Zach Bagans and the Ghost Adventures crew visited the hotel in 2015 and managed to capture several unexplained phenomena. Ownership and management of the motel actually encouraged filming of the property. So much so, they have a form on their website for you to fill out where you can book filming times and arrange for private use of some of the facilities. So that's a no-go on those red skeleton paintings. Apparently their entire collection of clown memorabilia, paintings, dolls, they're all donated. And so they can't accept or buy anything unless you donate it. But he was very nice, very friendly. He showed me some very expensive, unique, original artwork in there that people just donated. And people were willing to buy them for thousands. And he refused. For a moment, I considered staying at the Clown Motel, but ultimately ended up choosing the Mizpah because of its more storied past. Today, the hotel is a time capsule of the buildings and the town's past. But many believe the ghosts of the past still walk the halls of the Mizpah. Some of their ghostly residents include the Lady in Red. Ghostly children can be heard laughing and playing on the third floor, and the spirits of 2 bank robbers haunt the basement of the hotel. So we are staying on the 3rd floor. And if you're not unaware that the 3rd floor is supposed to be haunted by some children. You can hear their laughter as they're running through the halls. So this place is kind of creepy. But they say that the elevator is supposed to be haunted too. And as you're riding the elevator, a woman whispers in your ear, it could be the Lady in Red, or taps you on the shoulder. We'll see. Later that night, at midnight, I would be joining the hotel's ghost tour.
Make it go purple. Fatal. I know, don't start that.
They had ghost hunting gear like this REM pod, and provided each of us with an EMF sensor. They then took us to some of the more active spots in the hotel, such as the basement, the 5th floor, and the 2nd floor conference room.
So in that chair, almost every single time there's somebody in that chair. Let's see. Yes, so they would, this is where she died. She was still right here. They say that underneath this. Please move back. Please move back. Okay, sorry. So they say that underneath the carpet right there is still blood stains from her.
We eventually made our way to the BELVADA across the street, which also has its own haunted reputation.
Body's buried underneath the cement in there.
There's at least one body.
Yeah.
I'm not much of a believer, but it was fun learning about the hotel's history and seeing everyone else's excitement. But to be honest, I didn't experience anything supernatural that night. Alright, so we just finished the ghost tour, haunted ghost tour. It was pretty cool. They let us use some EMF readers and all that stuff.
but we didn't really see anything. But it was fun nonetheless. We actually went across the street to the BELVADA Hotel. That was interesting. It's a nice hotel out there. Actually, it was a lot nicer than this hotel. But I am beat. I am exhausted. I'm gonna go to bed. Hopefully I get a good night's sleep and not bothered by some children running around. But I will see you in the morning unless something else happens, and I'll see you in the middle of the night. But I'll see you in the morning. Thanks for watching. Good night, everyone. Good morning, everyone. So I made it through the night in the Mizpah Hotel. It was a restless night. There were dogs barking outside. I could hear them all night. Or were there? Yeah, so today we're going to go early, check out the historic mining park just up the road from here. Take a little walk around, get some good footage of all the old mining equipment, and maybe to get some shots of some old mine shafts. But we're going to get ready for the day. Go down, have some breakfast, and I'll see you in a little bit. Again, I'm still alive.
Nicknamed the Queen of the Silver Camps, Tonopah's rich mining history is just that now, history. There's still some mining activity in the area, but nothing at the scale that it once was.
Good morning, everyone. We are here at the Tonopah Historic Mining Park. Going to take a little walk around, check out some of the remnants of Tonopah's mining heyday. It's actually pretty cool. It's a historic park that you're allowed to walk around and look at all the different facilities and the mechanisms that they would use to mine the silver and the gold. There's apparently some actual ore out there that we can still see. So come join me. We'll take a walk around this historic mining park. So behind me is the Silvertop Mine. It's just part of the entire park here. We're going to take a little walk around there. We get to walk up into the mining buildings, most of them at least. But yeah, the Silvertop Mine. Let's go take a walk. So we're in the Silvertop Mine hoist house. So they're really trying to preserve this place. It was installed in 1905, and it's still standing barely. I mean, if you look at the floors here, they're all warped. I'm not even sure I should be in here for much longer. It just feels weird. As you can see behind me here, we have the huge gears to pull up all the ore from the mine, and then it travels up above through that little conveyor belt out to the end where they dump it, and then they collect it. I guess that's how it works. So apparently behind me you can see some of these numbers. These are some silver and some gold veins in the rock itself. So there is still some ore in the rocks in this area, but it's just not enough to be mined anymore.
I'm standing on a stope bridge. It's a little bridge, metal bridge with a little grating over it for the walkway, and it's right over a little a cut in the rock that goes deep into the mine, and it is deep, several hundred feet, he said. We're gonna go further down this way towards those red buildings. There's more stuff to look at down there, so come join me. So this is not a mine shaft, this is a powder magazine. This is where they would store the dynamite they'd use to blast the rock. It's just a shallow dug hole into the side of the mountain, just to protect it, I guess, from the elements. But yeah, they would store all their dynamite in here. It looks like we can go in here. Let's go take a look. Very cool. So we're in the Tonopah mine carpenter shop. I guess this is where they would go if stuff started breaking. You can see all the little different tools and equipment in here to fix things. Aside from the rust and the decay, kind of like stepping back in time. It's a prospecting tent that they would set up for the workers out in the field. So I'm not exactly sure what this is. I'm wondering if this is a more modern version of the thing on the other side, the all wooden one. It's kind of eerie. It's really quiet in here. All this old machinery. You can hear all the pigeons. So this is where the big hole is. And there's a lot of pigeons. You see deep down, you see the woodwork holding the rock walls apart as the men go down there and dig. Now it's home to hundreds of pigeons, I guess. This is a trip. You can see them drilling into the walls. Put some pins, help fortify things. And if we look down, that is deep. That there's deep. So they built the structure to help you peek down into the chasm there. And if we look down, we are standing literally over hundreds, I think the guy said 1,000 feet down. Take a look at down there. We're gonna do the rock drop. Listen for it. Oh, and it keeps going. That is deep. Wow. And there's this tunnel. Not freaky at all. The burro, the jackass. The miner's most important friend. You still see them around in town as well. In the wild, grazing.
See their poop everywhere too. All right, so I think that's it, folks, for the Tonopah Historic Mining Park. I hope you enjoyed this tour. I did. It's very interesting. Nice look at Tonopah's history, its mining history, and look back at its glory days. But if you get a chance, come out to Tonopah. Stay at the Mizpah Hotel. Maybe you'll see something.
I hope you enjoyed this 3-part series of some of Southern Nevada's ghost towns. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notifications buttons. Share these videos with friends and start planning your own adventures in America's Southwest and beyond. Thank you for all your support, and remember, go places, see things, and do stuff.